If you're an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, Game 3 of the Thunder versus the Grizzlies has got to be one of the top moments of your fandom over the last decade. This game had it all for the Thunder, and this game was also absolutely devastating for fans of the Grizzlies. At one point, the Grizzlies were up 29 points. But Ja Morant goes down on a controversial play with Lou Dort cutting under him. Doesn't look dirty, but it still devastates Ja. And Ja is on the ground for a painfully long amount of time. And you can see the look go from jubilation on the part of the Grizzlies fans, confidence on the part of the Grizzlies players, to just looking shell-shocked. And this Oklahoma City Thunder team did not stop coming back. This was a tale of two cities. In the first half, Scottie Pippen Jr. put on an absolute clinic, draining 3 after 3, getting anything he wanted in terms of penetration and making good decisions in the pick and roll. When the Grizzlies swapped coaches with only a few games left in the season, one of the big changes was to institute more pick and roll and put Ja Morant in a position to be dangerous. And that's exactly what he was in the first half of this game. The energy in FedEx Forum was fantastic, and it looked like the Grizzlies were on their way to making this a series. But as we've seen with Jimmy Butler getting hurt, as we've seen with Jason Tatum falling, it just takes one play to change a series. And the play that would change everything came with about 3:15 left in the game, when Ja Morant, as he always does, attempted to explode in the lane. Ja is not the one at fault here, but his play style is to constantly do something extra. He jumps, he drives, he throws himself into harm's way, and you got to give credit to Ja for toughing it out and taking the free throws. But he was not going to be able to come back after this fall. But still, you're up 27 points. Only 3 minutes left in the second quarter. You got to feel like the Grizzlies will hold on. That's not what happened. First of all, Chet looked like Steph Curry in the second half. Chet was hitting everything from outside. Corner 3, pop. Pick and pop. Boom. Catch and shoot. Bazam. Top of the key doesn't matter. Chet Holmgren looked like prime Dirk Nowitzki. And oh yeah, he can still take the ball to the rack. Chet is known as a defensive monster, but when he is giving you offensive production, this Oklahoma City Thunder team is different. They're already built around SGA's MVP level play. And J-Dub is going to be a consistent 20 points and good defense. But when you add in a Chet Holmgren that can stretch the floor and score, this Thunder team is truly terrifying. And this is where Caruso shows the other side of the ball matters just as much. The Thunder guards get up into ball handlers and create an incredible amount of pressure. Alex Caruso had 4 steals in this game in just 24 minutes, and the lead got shorter and shorter and shorter. I really feel like the turning point was in the fourth quarter. Caruso dives on a loose ball, and he just starts screaming like he's got that dog in him. And you see the Thunder players respond. Chet with the throwdown. Absolute finish. Dominant. Slender Man is coming for another victim. And the Thunder players just have a swagger. When SGA can take a step back 3, which is not really a big part of his bag, that's where you just feel bad for the Grizzlies players. And to their credit, this Grizzlies team without Ja, they fought for the rest of the game, but it was just too much. The Thunder have too many weapons. The Thunder play too much aggressive, swarming defense. And when it's all said and done, this ends up being the largest comeback in NBA playoff history. One of my favorite comments I saw on Reddit was, "Don't cry because it's over, cry because it happened." And I think that's how it feels to be a Grizzlies fan. There were fans on the Grizzlies that were like, let's just lose the play-in. We can start next season. But when they won the play-in, they got in, fans talked themselves into saying, maybe we can get an upset here. Maybe we can give the Thunder some problems. And you know what? If Ja doesn't get hurt, maybe. But this Thunder team is in a different tier than this Memphis Grizzlies team. The Memphis Grizzlies are the team that probably should have traded for a Jimmy Butler. The Memphis Grizzlies are at least one superstar player besides Ja that can carry the offense away from giving you real problems. And the Grizzlies, it's also interesting. Scottie Pippen Jr. has played so well for so long now. The Grizzlies kind of have a hard decision to make. I mean, do you trade Scottie Pippen? Do you trade Ja? You've got probably too much talent in guards that are not going to be tremendous defensive players, that are not big. Unsure if that's going to be able to be successful in the playoffs. But Scottie Pippen Jr. definitely has that dog in him. Alex Caruso might be the scariest person to have to bring the ball up against. This guy is just diving. It feels like he's two places at once at all times. And then, boom, White Mamba style, doesn't try to get too fancy. Seals the game with 19 seconds left. And you already have to start thinking about what's next for this Thunder team. The Thunder will go on to play the winner of the Nuggets and the Clippers series. If they go up against the Nuggets, it's going to be Nikola Jokic, MVP candidate, versus SGA, the other MVP candidate. A Nuggets versus Thunder matchup would be exciting because we get to see the two players most touted for MVP. Really the only two players that can win MVP. How many articles have been written about SGA versus Joker? To see them actually match up in the playoffs in a high-stakes 7-game series. Look, the Thunder have more assets. The Thunder have more players. But Nikola Jokic has an opportunity to really control the narrative on who the best player in the league is. But I don't even think the Nuggets are going to be able to get past the Clippers. The Clippers might be the most slept on team in the Western Conference right now. There's so many teams that are good in the West. These matchups feel so close. It really feels like it comes down to which team is more prepared, which team is better coached, which team has better clutch moments. But besides this matchup that might be a sweep, it looks like every other playoff series in the West is just going to be a dogfight. And the Clippers team is firing on all cylinders. They go out and they smack the Nuggets, and you have James Harden and Kawhi Leonard playing about as well as they've ever played. Do not sleep on this Clippers team. We could see some really exciting basketball in the next round. Guys, jump in the comment section. What do you think about this comeback? Prayers for Ja Morant. This is NBA Trash Talk.